The
following
world
material
shouts,
may contain
the
sex,
webhead
coarse
is
language,
dead.
and violence.
Can you?
Yes.
Can you?
Yes.
Can you?
Yes.
Can you?
It is. So it gives me plus 18 on hacking. It's using the basic.
Cool. Go ahead.
It's 15.
So you grabbed one packet and you ripped the encryption off it, and it seems to be gibberish.
Right, then I'll open up another one.
Okay, you grab another packet, and with that roll, you rip the layers of encryption off it, and it appears to also be gibberish. Not the same gibberish.
Can I access one of the computers they're using and see what they're doing?
You can try.
Right, I'll try that. Yes, that's really good. 23.
You start making your way into one of their machines, and then someone across the room goes, "Man, really fucking lag!" And they stop sending packets. But you're sort of in there, and you're looking at their processes, and they've got like they don't have their build environment open. Interestingly enough.
Yep.
They currently have their process monitoring tool open, it seems, for some reason. And they have something called Launcher open.
Yep.
As well. But at the moment they seem to be investigating what the hell's going on between their machine and the network.
Find you! You'll be in process.
I'll step
And
back.
then he stands up and he goes,
Yeah. Oh,
who's trying to spam block me?
I'll pull back and stepped out and carried on doing.
It's a few minutes go by, and then the tapping noise resumes from that area.
Now I know what I'm looking at. Can I go straight there and have another look?
I wasn't going to be able to keep this from him all night, was I?
No.
Yes, you can.
Oh fuck, it's 20.
A nap.
No,
No, you roll a 2.
I rolled 2.
Again, just as you're about to find out, a big program closes and the packets stop. You almost caught a glimpse of the word. It was something .exe. So close. And again, he's like, "This is really cheap, guys. I mean, I'm trying. You know, I'm the best worker here." After a few more minutes, it picks up again. You want to try and not roll a 2 this time?
Yep.
Here comes a 1.
It's a 10. So that's 28.
That's
That's fine. He appears to be. I'm assuming you're not just going to sit there and bog him down again. You're going to get like the information and leave.
I'll get the information and leave.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he appears to be actually using this super elite work tool called Doom. .exe, which can only stand for document organization, something else that starts with O and something that starts with M. management there.
Optical?
Yeah, there we go. Whatever.
By chance, have I seen this before?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
how have you not?
I know.
What's Doom?
That makes the computers go beep boop.
No.
The Soviet wouldn't know what Doom was.
If they're playing, I don't care.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
What, you don't want in?
I do want in, but they won't let me because they probably know why.
They probably just think
actually,
you're a
no,
suck up
no,
who's going to tell Casey
they know
Hudson.
that when we would have obviously got their job, they would have had on the bottom. Do you have a call sign? I would have, yeah.
No. They don't do that.
They didn't.
No.
Okay.
Otherwise, everyone would know everything, and I don't like that. So, since it's my world,
Okay. Cool. I will.
go snitch. You snitch.
That's
I'll-
why they're keeping you out. They think, oh, he's Casey Hudson's little bitch. He'll knock on us.
I'll finish what I'm doing because it probably didn't give me that much anyway.
Well, compared to what you normally get,
I know.
I've got here that it's basically just optimization for the build tool anyway. Incorporating key learnings from the previous cycle of development.
Actually,
Just
actually,
ghost one of the games off.
actually, I would. That is exactly what I would do. You're right.
God, what a faggot thing to do. Who
But
does that,
I'll
though?
go in there and I'll play quietly. Just you know, die. They'll probably wonder who the hell it is.
So you're going to obviously have to set up a little temporary.
Well, I've seen what they've done.
Yeah, you're going to have to set yourself up with
But
a
I'll,
temporary user
I'll-
ID. So what are you going to use? Please don't be Thuggernaut or Buggernaut.
I'll just call it trash.
Why name it after Soviet?
So you've got one.
You're in the
over
sewer. You don't really get to complain about this one. Just play with your little toy. Cheap break everything?
So it's still super hot, like middle of the daytime, right?
Each new day is a record high. Like God intended.
I actually want to stay off the streets for now. 'Cause of all this,
Smart.
not just the heat, but the people, and the whole rage going on, and also I'm Native American, and they might think I broke into shops.
You did, but you did.
Blew up toy factories.
Get
You
him! He
did
looks
do that.
Peruvian!
Yeah, you go walk down the street, flute.
So I'm just gonna keep a watch on the TV and out the window until it starts to cool down and darken up. And
Cool down?
well, I hope it might cool down at night time.
Doesn't really.
It does not.
I mean, it does obviously get cooler, but nights are pretty much hot as
It's more like you
regular
don't
days.
have the direct.
I'd also like you to keep in
Sunlight
mind
on
that you're
you.
heading into winter in America,
and it's getting
and it's getting hotter because of global warming, which is a real thing in this universe, caused by mutants and cars.
Man-made.
And mutant cars.
I mean, if you just stop oil exploration in New Zealand, I'm sure it'll fix it. Okay, so Soviet's making her way through the sewers to the base. She gets lost and needs to
I was
call Black
blo-
Knight for directions,
I
and
was
he gives her
gonna s-
directions.
I was going to say I
Yes,
was
no,
going
the-
to look
no,
for
so
the subway because I know the subway intersects with our own.
There's a couple of subways
Yeah.
in Cold Rocks. The closest one to the Kubishevsky district's in Charleston. But I thought you wanted to go to the base, not get a sandwich.
You know, I'll go to the because I know the subway intersects with our own tunnels.
Yes.
Yeah, so
So eventually Black Knight helps you get there through the confusing sewer system. And you get there. Gamer, you ruin everyone's fun by breaking into their game and kicking their ass repeatedly.
well, you didn't have
all
to
afternoon.
I said I was going to lose a few.
Oh, you're intending to lose a few.
Yes, I
How are
said
you actually going to manage losing?
because that's more challenging.
No,
play with your left hand.
No. He's going to lose by kicking
I'm
everyone's
gonna
asses with the
drop
worst guns.
my movement rate right down. So my response.
Mouse sensitivity.
That's
and-
it. Yep.
Oh yeah! Oh god, I remember that. I remember I had to do that anyway because my mouse was shit, and then I had to clean gunk out from the ball and
Oh
everything.
god, the flight
No,
sim.
these two kids have not been in the ball generation,
Yeah.
surely.
I have used ball mouses.
There's a fire.
Oh, the flight sims.
Gotta turn faster. Do that. You just
Yeah, I completely take for granted the fact that my mouse has a refresh rate adjustment
Yeah.
button
Yeah.
on it, where I can just go up, 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 down, down, down.
Yep.
Or double tap it to set to sniper mode.
That would be super useful.
That's so good. Super helpful in Doom when I just want to be able to, when I want to stop running for a brief second, whip into sniper mode, just tap tap slow on your eyeball. Shoot. Yeah. Okay. So you're going to I need you to roll to try and lose. Higher is better.
27.
No, you don't add your gaming when you're trying to lose.
What do I add?
Nothing.
7.
Oh yeah, you suck. So the problem is, it's really obvious you're trying to lose, because you go from like 27, 5, 5, 5, 1, no, to it's really obvious. So, and there's murmurs of outrage and discontent that someone has managed to break into their private secure servers and crash their game. And whoever this trash guy is, probably one of those EA bastards.
Thanks. Oh.
Kill them now.
yeah
That's
before they
hidden from
buy
EA.
out your company.
Yeah, just and then ruin it, and now it doesn't exist anymore.
Well, you can't, you see, because it was a wish from like the devil or Cthulhu or something, so it cannot be undone. Souls were traded.
Alright, if they don't want me there, then I'll.
So, eventually it becomes evening, and everyone who's anyone's at the base,
And Soviets also there.
except for Chief Break Everything and Tubercagro there.
I would have stopped off at home, did a game swap, check my games.
You're not really supposed to do that.
No, I'm
every
not
time,
supposed
you know.
to. No, I have gone home, grabbed my games,
Good.
so I don't need. And then gone back.
His brother's new, fixed, and well adjusted. She won't have screwed you over.
I would have checked on her to make sure she's alright.
Probably just booked out The Sims and 3 copies of Barbie Horse Adventure.
You had 3 copies?
Didn't she? Copied them, created them.
And one game you thought was mood until you turned the disc upside down.
Actually, it was wood.
The game
That's if
based
you
around
vertically inverted.
the game based around Ed Wood.
Yeah. Stupid minds! For all you of Earth are idiots!
Yeah.
So these two aren't going there and you're not either. So just Soviet and the gamer are at the base.
I'm at A base.
No, you're at the stupid other base, full of dumb.
This base.
Yeah, it's the Ace base.
Oh.
They're too young to know that. Surely.
You'd hope so.
I would.
Because I'm too old to know about it.
Yeah, whatever. You're right in the middle of your growing patch. Well,
Right.
except for the growing bald patch, maybe.
That doesn't grow, that fails to grow.
Well, spreading, should I say. I wish I looked like Jason Statham.
He's
what
so
is-
great.
So what is everyone doing in their new locations, or not new locations, as fart noise?
Weird smell here. I'll carry on.
Is there not a shower
know,
in this base? Would you not have
No, I
just
wasn't walking
we
through
haven't,
the sewer.
see, we haven't put a shower up top yet. It's on the to-do list. So, I'll be trying to work on the communicators. So we're having issues with that. We had to make up another one. And I would have checked to see if there was anyone there.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
It's warm.
Yeah. This global warming,
Yeah, I'm thinking we should look into that.
I
It's
don't know.
getting too extreme.
We could ask Bevan to do another crystal thing again. See if
Oh
we
yeah,
get-
when we saw like there was a car
And
and
a
there was some
mountain.
mountain. Yeah, I was gonna see if I could find out where the meteorological department of Cold Rocks is to see if I could get any data on the last, few weeks of the temperatures.
Yep.
Although I don't know if they've got any information outside of Cold Rocks or the Nevada region, but if only there was some kind of handy database that everybody could access all the time. But those things don't exist. That's science fiction.
Well, I don't know if they've got a database, but they've probably got computers that are storing stuff on, but whether we can get into them or if it's even useful, because, well, it's probably
Surely it's the public can just go in and ask for things like that, right?
I don't know.
There wouldn't be private data that they'd keep hidden, right? Like, why would they? Unless there's a conspiracy. So if we go there and they try and hide things from us, we know they're up to something. What? Sorry, I'm naturally suspicious.
Yes,
Especially
you
of
are.
any government
You're
organisations.
very guilty.
Okay. Do we know if anyone else is turning up?
I don't know. I haven't contacted anybody. I mean, I briefly got some underground instructions from the Black Knight earlier, apparently, to try and get here.
Because otherwise you would have got lost.
I know the sewer systems.
Oh, I might go and work in the
The ivory room.
no in the with any of the police radio, see if we can hear anything on the radio, and 'cause it's in the same room as the communicator too, isn't it?
Sorry! Police radio. I just got the idea that Simon gets a job as a disc jockey on the police radio,
Oh god.
and he's just like the cheesiest fucking things. That was the Donners with kind of a drag, and now we can lead into the top of the hour. We're going into the talkback section.
So
Officer Delaney, you're listening to police radio. You're the back. Yeah, we're being shot at here. We need help. We need help. We need help. We need help. Yeah, we have that one. We'll play for you at the end of the hour. Officer down, need backup. System of a down. What?
I'll go check the computer, see if there's any emails.
There isn't anything terribly interesting.
Yep.
All those ones that kept coming for you the other night that were waking me up, obviously.
I responded to
Already
all
did.
those.
Okay, then.
I responded to all those. And then I'll go into the where the radio is and
Cool.
start working.
Cool. You're into your apartment in a deep sense of meditation, and you sort of feel that it's a little harder to feel in the city, but there's a sort of sense that everything's sort of holding its breath,
Waiting for something to happen.
like trepidation. Like nothing wants to be the thing that pulls the trigger. Black Knight rolls his mechanics to see how far along he's getting on his suit.
Did we get hero points because we ended the adventure?
Yeah, I already handed those out while you were in the car.
So you got one,
I got one.
which is the original.
Yeah,
Plus
the
the-
original one you had, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Because I didn't have one.
Oh, then you should have one.
Yeah.
Please,
Shouldn't
someone
you
from
have-
the car.
Shouldn't
Just
you
give
have,
him like two or
I'm
three.
about to.
I was gonna say, shouldn't you have at least two? Because you should have a standard one you get plus the one you got for the reward.
If you got a reward.
No, because he didn't do homework.
Two.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna spend one because I have
Oh,
ultimate effort
Neat.
back in the cup.
Back in the cup.
So I rolled a 20. This makes it a 40.
Cool. Well, on that, you're going to notice all the things you did wrong while you guys were rushing.
Yep.
Or
And
Russian.
we're going to be like, great. This is going to take a week.
Oh.
This is why, and you realise that your suit would be just fine had you not taken that trip to the moon.
Funny that.
Deep
all
inside
Ming's
you, a
fault.
little spark of bitterness is sparked into flame. And your mind wanders idly as the main part of you is focused on your work. Who could be to blame for that? Sam. But Sam is my friend. Isn't he my friend? He's been there for me. I mean, sure, there was that time he went kind of slightly psycho, but that was in the future. This is the difference, Xander. Why did he destroy your suit? But it wasn't! But it wasn't! Well, he wouldn't have gone there if it wasn't for him. You kind of realise this is slightly happening in the back of your mind as you sort of turn away and you catch sight of yourself in the dark screen of your slightly active computer. Your own face looks back at you and sort of like, yeah, but his cousin's really hot.
God, there's 3 of them in there!
And then the face turns into the mask of your suit and it says, AVENGE ME! Yeah. I mean, maybe if you took a week off work, you could shorten that down to 3 days. And then your suit would be back to 100%.
You could ask for help.
Or you...
Getting Russian again.
Who's running this game? Or you could ask for help. Or you could call up your friends on the coast and ask for kelp. You realise that even with the sleep you've had, you're kind of still a bit sleepy.
Yeah.
Because you didn't do a whole lot of sleeping last night, did you now?
Like a reasonable amount of resting. So, someone had to distract Xander's cousin so you could escape.
That's a massive sacrifice you make.
Yeah! Oh!
He
I
took
will
one
not
for the
argue
team.
that.
Took one for the team.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, it was really difficult.
I hope you chopped him off afterwards. You don't want to get... Yeah. Girl cooties.
Girl germs. Well, like...
Magruder... No, it's not Magruder either.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna, like... If no one ends up calling out for anything, none of these two, I'm probably gonna call it an early night and try to get more sleep.
Cool. So pretty much nothing happens tonight.
The new task force that's meant to be wiping us out was rolling out tonight?
Yep. But since you guys aren't doing anything, they've got nothing to respond to.
I was going to do something, but I don't know if it'll go anywhere.
Okay, come on, man.
I was going to get the phone book basically and see if I can find the phone number for the Cold Rocks.
Yeah, you do that.
And then just give them a call.
Yeah, you call them, and you get a message that says, "Hi, our office hours are between 9 and 5, Monday to Friday. Please call back then.
Damn it.
Sunday morning, you'll go to sleep, you'll dream wonderful dreams. It's the best thing. You don't dream of your cousin.
That one usually
But he
specific.
does.
You're like, how come I don't have Doom? Seems like a game I should have. It's not Japanese. It's it's available. It's around. Why don't I have that?
What's that blue disc on the floor?
Hmm?
I think you put that in there.
And you will wake up at the times you wake up. You're woken up by a heat alarm, which is your normal alarm, but then when you're awake enough to hear it, you go, "Oh God, it's hot!" During the night, you seem to have balled your sheets up into a ball and kicked them down to the bottom of the bed.
I mean, yeah, even if she had sheets at all, considering how hot it was.
You also seem to have walked into the shower and turned it on and slept under the shower.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
You also seem to have had a shower at some point. And you seem to, judging from the tripod, you seem to have filmed that shower for profit.
What, really?
No.
I think it's untook the tripod before you woke up, obviously.
Alright.
Is anyone going to church on Sunday?
No. I'll go to my church.
Okay,
The
so
temple.
you play games. You play games all day.
I'm trying to find this Red Ranger.
Oh, that's easy.
Yep.
No problem. You want to play game?
Play game.
Play
Team up.
game. What game?
Oh, we'll be on, because we're still playing Halo on at the moment.
Okay, go Fire Chief. Ah, yeah, okay, you're probably winning.
Yeah,
Wait.
32.
Wait, I have to. Sorry, same team. I have to bring something up now. The game box is based on what?
The game box is basically an amalgam of a bunch of sort of middle generation consoles.
Because it's really hot already.
It's
and
not a
you're
Microsoft
running.
product, if that's
Oh,
what
okay, I was gonna say, and you're running that thing while there's also a heat wave.
So Vic, can you call my console down for me?
Ice.
I like games. I like games.
Solid block of ice. Right, if people don't die when they do this, it should be fine.
Yeah, they do.
Just didn't stick around long enough to find out.
Yeah, so play a few games against them, then ask if they want to team up and see if we can find some prey.
That game sucks.
Prey hasn't been released yet.
I know, but some other prey. As in
Oh.
other players. To school.
That are bad.
No, they're good, but they're just bad.
Okay, that's how you're spending your day. Wie lange? There was once a great Indian chief who died after drinking 800 cups of tea. He drowned in his teepee. What do you get when you have 250 castrated Navajo and 250 castrated Apache? The Indian Nicholas 500. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey.
Wah, 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 wah.
You have no idea how much Brendan has been looking for that.
I made it! You're not gonna find it!
Needed my life so bad.
Your new ringtone.
It was actually made for a gag in Mass Effect, which is why the dubstep part is just Reaper noises.
Better.
It doesn't make any sense outside of... Gotta find Indian dubstep! Gotta find it! Doesn't exist, why? So yeah, what's Chief Break Everything doing? Apart from being hot.
Yeah.
You know what Thomas Drake is doing? He's
Wearing a suit.
working at his suit.
Everything's at a standstill. Nothing wants to trigger the apocalypse or whatever.
You should do it.
If I blow up another toy
Well, I mean, I could just not do you a favour and have like some major events roll on before we have the big suit put back together. But you guys are fucking useless without Black Knight. He's the be all and end all of your whole group.
Hey, stop stealing the material for my next homework.
I'm gonna brave the
Genuine, not sarcasm.
sun. Brave the sun this day. But first,
Ah, brave. Yeah. That's terrible. You should feel ashamed.
but first to defeat the racism going around,
Do some
peer out the window until I've like see someone I can adequately like see their face as they walk past, and once they've wandered on down the road, take the form of them roughly, and use that form to catch a bus.
Okay, you have two options. Well, three options really. One, there's a pair walking down the street arguing with each other. You could take one of their faces. Or on the other side of the road walking the other way, there's like a well-built young guy who's out for his morning jog. and he seems to be doing this morning jog with like a big pack on his back, which looks suspiciously like it's filled with 500-pound dumbbell weights. You're new to Boris, aren't you?
I will use his form because
Okay.
it's the most physically similar to mine. And in my roughly Boris-shaped form, I'll catch a bus around town, spend the day scouting out Lucius King's construction yards.
Oh, King Contracting.
King contracting,
Yeah.
and like the places I might be working, and obviously they're all run by the mob.
That's
So.
by the building. That's
Inflatable building material.
Fucking bouncy castle.
What are you talking about? The building's fine!
It's like a wacky waveable inflatable arm, man.
lightweight and durable.
The kids love them.
Look, obviously, that was not a thing that...
Most buildings are really hard to get across town, but this one you just deflate it, take it over there, easy as pie.
Look, my kids wanted a bouncy castle, but they just a little bit of the material
As
that
the old people
fell off the back of
shrinks
it.
so
Oh, it didn't fall off the back of a truck.
Bouncy Castle? Are you saying this isn't a quality building made with genuine products? Ahoy.
At least it would be earthquake resistant.
Yeah. Just gotta make sure you keep them inflated and make sure the tethers are secure.
The
Like,
building
get
is
some people in it to weigh it down enough.
the building's earthquake resistant. Nothing inside it you store when it would be, but
You can't put lights in
Unless
there,
the
I
mob
guess.
runs a like inflatable appliance store or something.
That's just gonna bounce around.
Welcome to Crazy Blacklist, your China shop.
Won't somebody save that poor woman? That's an inflating back.
No, that's Bailey. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, there's a couple of King contracting firms out into the east of the city in the what's known as the expansion area.
Which would be just like mostly an industrial construction site.
It looks like they're putting up some residential in that area.
There's something similar in Hong Kong, but it's more like the expansion because they're filling the ocean with dirt.
Yeah, they're ruining that
ocean.
perfect fucking harbour
Yeah.
with a military base.
Mm.
Thanks, China.
Solid work.
Hong Kong fuck. Used to be cool. At least I got to go there while it was cool.
Before it was owned by China again.
Yeah. And no one was happy about that except China.
That's like most things that go China's way, honestly.
I'll pick one of them, just the first one I can get to, and I will spend the day camped out.
King Towers
King
is what's
Towers.
going to be called. Sort of linked dual high-rise apartments.
And I will just like move around outside the King Towers, hiding in the industrial zone and taking notes on any interesting comings and goings, like any.
Lots of comings and goings. Trucks full of labourers arrive. Materials. The foundations get poured. People walk around in hard hats. There's a fat guy in a tracksuit in an air-conditioned trailer who seems to be nominally in charge, even though he's not the foreman.
I'll note down anything about his routine if he ever leaves his air-conditioned box of not death, which I imagine if he did would be really.
It seems like a typical union job building site from all intents and purposes.
Sweet. I'll just keep an eye out because I know secretly it could be otherwise, depending on what they're doing. Especially paying attention to anyone who looks like they might be Mr. King, although I don't know what he looks like yet. Any limos or fancy vehicles.
Well, there's a billboard, like King
That's what he
Contracting,
looks like.
and it's got a picture of this bald, heavy-set looking guy. I mean, it's hard to tell from a picture, with like a big smile on his face, and it's got like that sort of ribbon text around the top of the bottom that says Lucius motherfucking King.
Is it actually his look?
Yes.
Yes!
he's so rich he can just pay to have that
Do
put
you
on
know who I am?
Yeah.
I'm Lucius motherfucking King! And if I want that on a billboard, Then you go put it there. Cigar. Made of bigger cigars.
And keeping track of number plates for anyone who looks like they're not just labourers or construction workers or
Oh, yeah.
suppliers and things like that.
Cute.
In lieu of going to church, the traditional thing to do would be community service. So it's going to go north up to one of the lakes, take along some eggs and stuff like that, and going to go swimsuit, swimming in the lakes, but cleaning up garbage and stuff like that out of the water.
Okay. You clean up a lake. At least you're not stealing it like another mutant.
I was going to say one of the lakes isn't there, I believe.
Like a filthy mutant stole the lake at one point. Used it to cause massive property damage.
It was red though.
Sure, you're like from a distance, but actually being there, it was awful.
I'm a distance!
I was there. It was fine.
Did you steal the lake?
I asked her to steal the
And
look.
the mayor's been asking the entire time who's been stealing his water.
No. The evil bitch. Rebel scum.
Causes global warming and steals all the water.
See, that's proof. The Soviets showed up, half the water's gone from the lake.
Oh, there you go.
Global Wawa. Okay, community service, playing games, scouting king, you're...
I'm gonna actually give a...
useless fat-titted cow?
I'm gonna... Well, I was gonna call Anthony Smart.
Oh.
Collectible caribou.
Yeah. Chocolate aperitif, Anthony Smart.
Come
You're
get
doubling
it,
down on
Snickers.
it. Smart Tech Industries.
Hello, is Mr. Smart there, please?
One moment. Mr. Smar's office.
Hello, it's Svetlana Sevenaya Ivanova. I was wondering...
You hear eyes narrowing over the phone. Ah, yes.
Hi, Rachel.
I suppose you wish to talk with Mr. Smar.
Yes, I'd like to speak to Anthony, thank you.
Oh, you hear someone thinking... Thinking it. All their thoughts are bent on it.
She hate me.
That's what I do to people that ring up at the bar.
Meanwhile, Simon contacts you with, "Ow! What did you do to make someone think that?"
Hello?
Hello, it's Svetlana.
It is.
I was wondering, I don't have any plans tonight. Are you doing anything?
Actually, I'm trying to figure out what to do about all this global warming.
Yeah, I'm curious about that myself.
We have a wonderful new battery technology which might actually make an electrical vehicle probably, almost, perhaps slightly reasonable.
Wouldn't hydrogen make more sense?
That's a restricted government technology.
Hydrogen.
Liquid hydrogen fuel cells.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and
Just
Lord
make
knows
it
they've
in the
taken other
garage.
things off you in the past.
I didn't invent this. Elon Musk did.
He's so great.
I have meme review win.
Well, I was
Unfortunately,
I was thinking if you're not doing anything tonight and you're going to somewhere that's hopefully air conditioned, I wouldn't mind tagging along.
Yeah, I'm too poor to go anywhere with air conditioning, so take me somewhere with air conditioning.
Damn, you are greedy, bitch. Oh. You make money moves.
But if you're busy, then that's fine.
I'm sure I can arrange something. Let's say 8 o'clock.
Okay. Thank you. I'll see you at probably slightly after 8.
You hear someone nodding.
That's for Danya.
Oh, Dad's for shit. Well, that's Soviet taken care of for the day.
Where are you coming from, Spider-Man? Nobody knows who you are.
There's only one way to stop Labor's taxes.
Kill them.